so I guess the next thing we can do, I'm going to go through and wire this. So we've got these here that we're going to go through.
Do you want to connect the keys together and then connect them to the ends, or?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm thinking this side, obviously we're going to take these across, and then this side, I guess we're going to do these across. Actually, I really ought to do that down here because that makes them closer, this side and this side.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll go ahead and do that. Which is actually the top? So this is actually the top.
Is there a top defined?
I don't think it matters, to be honest, because this is square in the center, but there is a top to the key, because you can actually see... No, you can't actually on this camera. You can't make it out, can you? Maybe if I get close enough and you can read it. There you go. You can see it says Gateron on the top, because these are Gateron keys.
Okay.
So that is actually the top. So yeah, the pins are at the top. It doesn't matter, I don't think, but... I mean, not for what we're doing. We're not talking about performance typing here on our Stream Deck, but we'll probably plan on doing it that way. And I guess I should make sure that these kind of face the same way, although they face opposite ways there. So we might just have to reassign like the pins in the software map. It doesn't really matter, but that's fine. So we'll keep that in mind. So what we're gonna do is just go across here and cut. I guess we've only got to go there, right? We'll just do 4 equal lengths. I don't know how to do this the best way. Where's my... Oh, 1 second. I know I have a pen. I'd like to mark it, but I've got these giant markers, and they're not really... work. Really ideal. Oh, it's right here. Whoa. Knocking crap all over the place. Actually, this has got to be tightened up. I don't know what's up with this.
If you've ever wanted to know what it's like to almost faceplant.
Yeah, there you go. Provide that service for you. Well, I can tell you, as someone who has faceplanted in real life, it's not fun.
It really isn't. I almost did it in the snow while I was out walking the dog tonight. Oh
no. Let's see if this works. Actually. That did work. That did actually work. I didn't do that one right. So, let's just tack this in the middle here. Good old copper conducting heat.
Mm-hmm.
Feel that all the way down here.
Yep. Yeah, especially with that being smaller gauge.
Yeah.
Right. So it goes just the other way. Larger gauges. I always confuse that one.
Yeah, wire gauge is weird, right?
Yeah. Because I think the smaller the number, the larger the wire.
The bigger the cable is. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Actually, I guess I can pull that off. I'm going to leave that because we're going to need to hook the other wire up.
You're going to need to attach it. Yep.
Yeah, so I'm just going to leave that there so we can trim it all at once. Okay, one down. So let me just, now that I got that for one, let's, yeah, it's hard because you can't just write the line on there because you're going to shift this down some.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you split this and then shift it down. So I need to split it here, but I need to, so let's do this. Didn't do that one very well. I guess what I could do, no, we're not going to do that. You could just do a straight up wire too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to do that though. Where are the pliers I had? I'm going to fix this a little. What I should do is find, I have somewhere like a coax trimmer where what it does is you snap it on and you twist it around and it just slices the cable. That's really what I need to do.
I thought that's what you were using, something like that with how they were coming.
No, I guess I could do that with these. Yeah, I'll just do that with these little nippers.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, these. Because those are pretty sharp.
Mm-hmm.
And in that case,
I lost my pair. I need to figure out what I did with them.
You know, it's funny. I just recently found these again because I had them, I don't know why. They were downstairs somewhere. And I just recently found them again. And I was like, oh. Yeah,
because I had it with my... I had the set that came with my 3D printer. and I packed them away somewhere with some of my other tools when we were moving stuff around, and I don't know where they went.
Well, at least you had the excuse, like you packed the move. I just lost them downstairs.
Well, no, I packed to move my desk around. It's not like we moved.
Oh, I see.
That's when we shifted my desk from one side of the room to the other.
Okay, yeah, you're in the same boat I am then, where you just randomly lose things.
Yeah, although it sounds like the trolls picked them up and took them down to North Carolina.
Yeah, maybe that's why I found mine. Come on, hold on. Just get the razor blade here. Yeah, I've not done this enough to have a technique to do it, I guess, is the issue. I am dutifully trying to strip a wire. We're here to try to answer. Can't guarantee, but I can guarantee we'll try. That's the best we can do some days.
Provide some type of advice.
We're going to provide an answer. Whether it'll be a good one or not, that's another story, but we'll at least make it sound good.
I can tell you anything you want to hear.
Yep. We're really not good at this here. All right. So that one's done. Okay, oh, you know what? That's an easier way to do it, isn't it? Should have thought of that before. Is this thing still on? No. On a roll. Takes what it takes.
I mean, we're making sure it's done well. Yeah, time should never be a concern. You never want to rush through something.
Yeah, and that's definitely a big thing. Like, when you're working on these projects, you know, a lot of times, like, I can say personally that I get super excited, and then, like, you know, it takes a really long time, and you're like, man, I feel like I didn't get anything done. It's not true. You know, you did get the experience of, you know, doing things, and if it takes time to do it right, then it takes time to do it right. You can't rush
it takes twice as much time to do it wrong.
Yeah, exactly. Well, sometimes it takes way more than twice as long.
Well, yeah, but...
Because then you don't find out to the end.
Twice as long as being generous, because you only have to redo it once.
Yeah, exactly. Redo it once. There's many times where I've had to redo things because I wasn't careful. Way more than once. So, yes, definitely. That is warm. Definitely take your time and just try to do it, you know, unless you're lucky like me and succeed through failure sometimes. I've had those. Oh, that is hot. Oh, that is burning. Okay. Yeah, that was toasty.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's wire this one on there. You gonna go on there? Okay. So we're what?
To weave the wire in between the pins? Is that what I'm saying now?
I'm not gonna weave it in there, but I was just kind of doing that to like hold it into place. It tensions it to hold it into place. I gotta be quicker at this. I gotta try to make a goal of the next one that I don't have to unplug and replug the soldering iron in. I gotta do it quick enough. Try to do that. No, it's just to hold it in. It seems to hold it in very well for the for tensioning, for like getting the first one in there. And then after that settles, there's a lot of tension pulling it back. That's the theory. Shove my head in here so I can see. And I will bend this back, and this one will rest there. Uh-oh, I'm here. Oh, I see what happened.
The casing got pushed towards the...
Yeah, it melted a little and got pushed. Scoop that back. Back. Oh, no, I'm pulling the whole thing. There we go. There we go. Oh, yeah, I wasn't doing that one on the end. Yeah, that's fine. All right, let's see if we can do this.
Let's see how long it takes.
We good? Yeah, we're good there. Okay, let's see here. Oh, no! There it is. Oh, no, I'm doing this backwards. I'm gonna cheat. It actually has an I can't say the word, but it has an accelerometer in it. That's how it knows if you're moving it or not, or if it's sitting there not doing anything. So, interesting use for an accelerometer. Not a common use, but it is an interesting one. And then this one here, we'll just... There we go. So did we do it? Yes, we did, but I cheated, so... Guess it doesn't count.
Yeah, 30, it's not too bad.
There you go, come on.
I'm overcounting a little bit so I don't have to do the math to actually figure out.
Nice. Oh, that one didn't go on at all, did it? Oh. There we go. That's better. There we go. Okay, so we've got that done. We're half done. Now we got to do the ones going this way. And that one's going to be more of a challenge because now I already got wires here. So, yay. I think I'm going to tack these down first, though, and put these on. Because if I don't, these are going to be a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Just going to strip these here. Ouch. Just split this out. So I gotta figure out how we're gonna do this, to be honest. I guess the best way is probably... Well, this one needs to be back a little. I think that's not a good idea, actually. Let's see here. Where is the... Oh. Don't pop out on me. Well, that should work. And then, should do the center ones first, to be honest. So that makes it easier. Let's do that. Okay. Yeah, the problem is this wire is much thinner gauge than this one, and it just kind of gets... lost there. Let me use that to hook around, and we'll try to just do that. Yeah, the coding parts are generally a little more interesting than these like wiring parts.
Well, the coding part happens a lot quicker, yeah.
When you're prototyping the board, that is interesting as well, because you're trying to problem solve things and everything else. But this is just an exercise in going through and putting things together. It's not really a lot going on there. Okay, that's on there. That's good. Okay, we got that side. Let's get this one. Again, we'll just grab this. We're just going through and hooking up our wires to our switch panel here. We've done some of the soldering work for the... Actually, I think we did all the soldering work for the board already.
Yeah, we're in the middle of building a Stream Deck alternative that uses MX keys.
Actually, we're using MX-alike keys. We're not using actual Cherry MX keys, but close enough.
And that's why I left it at MX keys, because I knew it wasn't quite.
Yeah, I didn't... Mechanical keys, I guess, would be the correct thing to say. I was cheap. I went with the... Actually, it was a bit of curiosity, actually, that I went with these Gateron switches, because there's a lot of talk about them being pretty good for keyboards and everything, but, you know, I didn't know how they work. So this was a chance to see how they work and, you know, how they respond and everything. And they're a lot cheaper, so I get to do more projects with them rather than just, you know, one project. Because I think the Cherry MX keys, it was like, you get 10 of them for like $10 or something like that. I mean, it was... fairly expensive. I was surprised. Yeah, it was pretty steep. So I think with this, I got a whole bag of like 25 of them for like $5 or something like that. It was a lot cheaper. And I'm like, well, you know, we'll see how they go. Hey, we're going to undo this because this was just, that was not a good idea. Just going to make it tough now.
You tried wrapping that one around.
Yeah, it's too much. This wire is too thick to do that. So we'll just, yeah, we'll do that. It's too thick for that. I mean, you can do it, but... You
are off the bottom of the screen. Just... Yeah.
Oh, am I? Well, good, because this one's pretty bad, so we're going to actually have to... This one's really bad. The other ones were much better. Yeah. So, we got that one. Okay, so we'll... Alright, we got that side hooked up. So let me go through and trim off the excess here. This one's going to be a pain, because I can't... There we go. Okay. Get all this over here in my little trash bin. Let me readjust this a little. That way you guys can see everything. Okay, so we got one side done. So now we need to get the rows going this way done. And make sure I didn't break any of the buttons. I don't know. I don't think these are really designed to be soldered directly to. So that's why I was a little worried about possibly melting them, because I think they're designed to be snapped in to a keyboard. There's a tool that actually will go through and snap these in and out of a keyboard. Oh, well, I did that right. Okay. I thought I messed that up. Yeah, the cable's just wrapped around. It's fine. Quality. I think we are going to have to adjust, because when I did this, I put these on backwards, so we might be reading the keys in an odd pattern, but we can, that's something you can fix in software. It's no big deal. When you're in control of both sides of the thing, sometimes there's some problems that it's easier to fix in software, and there's some problems that are easier to fix in hardware. This is editor Pirahtays. Not much going on that's different from the rows than the columns we did in the wires, so we're going to switch over to a time lapse.
It's so dark out here in space. And it's been so long since I've seen a face. My eyes are shut, but I can see the void between you and me. And I feel like I'm going insane. Help me. Is anybody there? Save me. I'm running out of air. Calling out Mayday. Calling out Mayday.
And there we go. Okay, let's check these. I'm just going to plug this in here. Make it a little easier. And then pull out our tester. Verify we're working. Okay, so valve. So pin 2.
It's on the other side of the board.
Oh yeah, that's the other side. Whoops. Pin 6. 2, 5. We want pin 5. Okay. Pin 4. Pin 3. Oh. There we go. Okay, and pin 2. Alright, good to go. So that one's good. So let's check these. Over here, pin 2. Pin 3. Four. And 5. Alrighty. So let's go through here and trim off our excess. Ton of wire here we do not need. We just want to get out of the way. This one could probably be a lot better. But again, that one concerns me. Okay, so there we go. So, in theory now, if I flip this over and we plug this side in here, and we plug this side in here, and try to clean some of this up here so it's out of the way and we don't short something out, and turn this off and get it out of the way. Pull our USB cable here. Let's move this up a little and plug you in.
We have Cura and everything disabled this time, so we don't get any comm issues.
Well, actually, I do have Cura open, but we did find that what you can do, and that's one of the things we'll talk about in the wrap-up. Let me switch over here. One of the things we can talk about in the wrap-up is that in Cura, obviously Cura goes through and it tries to talk through USB to similar chips that would exist in your 3D printer. Because the thing is that most 3D printers are powered by Arduino boards or ramp boards, which are, at mega chips. So they appear similar to the, our Arduino board we have here that, we're going ahead and playing with in the Arduino Studio, Sketch Studio. So the problem is that it conflicts. So what you can do though, like in my case, I don't actually connect it to the computer. What you can do is you can disable the USB plugin in Cura, and then you can have Cura open. So anyway, let's switch over here so you can see, we can see both. And then let me click here, clear. Now in theory, yeah, the columns and rows are probably messed up because that's saying row 3.
Mm-hmm.
They're upside down.
Nah.
But they all work.
Nice. So we at least have part of the code correct.
Yeah, exactly. Now we got to mess with the delays and a few other things because you'll notice like I'm pressing buttons a lot quicker and it's not, doing anything here. But that's just our debug code in here. We've got a lot of delays and stuff in here, and we've got some stuff we got to clean up still to go and do that. Mm-hmm. But for now, we've got everything working, so I think we're going to call it a night probably with this one. We've got everything wired up. We've got our code to go ahead and optimize a bit. And then if we look at this, the other thing we've got to do is we've got to measure this and model our base. Let's see here, because in Fusion...
I mean, even just a rough fitting, it looks like that'll fit nicely if you use the same dimensions as the keyboard top.
Yeah, I have a base modeled already. I believe we did that last time around. I'm trying to pull this open here so we can take a look. We've got, this is our top and our base modeled up. We've got a nice little angle and stuff on there, so it'll sit out flat. So what we need to do is go through and just put a mount here to snap that plate into. We'll probably use like a snap fit to put it in to hold it into place. And it does have some screw holes in the corner actually. If we look at this, it does have some screw holes here in the corners. So we can actually line that up too and put those in there. But we can go through and put that in here in the design. We'll have to line up a hole on the back to plug the USB cable into as well, but we should be good to go. We should probably draft this bottom out because right now the bottom's flat and we don't need all this space in here, so we'll probably go ahead and do that. But anyway, that's where we're at. So we're looking pretty good. Next time around, we'll just go through and model the bottom, and then add the code, clean up the code a bit, remove those delays, and then add the code bit to go ahead and do the key presses. And we'll be good to go. Well, it should be a working macro keyboard, and then the final hurdle is just the configuration in OBS to be able to respond to the hotkeys to switch the things around. But for now, I guess we're going to sign off here. We'll pick it back up on the next one. See y'all around.
Have a good night, everyone.
All right, talk to y'all later.
Hey viewers, this is Pirahtays here. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a big old thumbs up. And if you didn't, let us know in a comment below. Make sure you subscribe to get notifications for our future videos like this, and we'll hopefully see you in the next video.